Hi, my name is Shauna Matney from Reimagine Your Normal. Today we're going to talk about getting your mind right to set up a good foundation for eating. So the first thing to do is to reject the diet mentality. First of all, realize that you don't fail the diet fails you. Diets are set up to be restrictive, go against biology. They make you ignore your body cues, ignore hunger, ignore cravings. All of that is just setting you up for failure. So the next tip I have is to give yourself permission to eat to attunement. And attunement is kind of a weird word, but basically it means to tune in to what your body is saying. If you are full, stop eating. If you're hungry, eat. If you have a craving, eat whatever it is you're craving. And craving doesn't have to mean ice cream or chocolate. It can mean a banana or protein or carbs. Whatever your body is looking for is usually what it needs. The next tip is to stop starving yourself. There's a famous study from the 40s. It's the Minnesota starvation experiment. It took some men who were in the army or the military. I'm not sure. I can't remember. In World War II, and they deprived their diet. I think they were on like a 1,600 calorie diet a day, and they went into like 4 phases. One was very restrictive. Another one was eating more but still being restrictive. I can't remember what the third one was, and the other one was just full on eat whatever you want to eat. And they found a lot of the results they found were the results that we see with dieting. The binge eating, the feeling bad about yourself. In the study, they cited that the men had a lower interest in sexual activity. They had signs of withdrawal from social settings. All things that you see happening from people who diet, and especially if you take a good look at yourself, things that you see yourself doing. Another thing to help you get your mind right is to realize that binge eating is a direct result of dieting. That was hard for me. I used to think that binge eating meant that there was something wrong with me mentally. I used to think that I just couldn't handle my emotions. I used to think it was something that was within my control. And over some time and learning and research, I had discovered that it is a direct result of dieting. Your body is smart. Your body is smart. So when you are restricting your food, your body thinks you're starving. And so what it does is it sends off these alarms and says, oh my gosh, there's not enough food around. So the next time that you're around food or you allow yourself to eat, you overeat because your body's like, I need to get all this energy and all this food stored up so that the next time that we're starving, there's energy and there's reserves to go to. So you can see that when you're dieting and your body is like, oh my gosh, we're in restrictive mode. As soon as she lets me eat, we are going to just go to town. That's binge eating. The biology of it makes sense on an intellectual level, but emotionally, I didn't believe it. So over the last couple of weeks, I've tried to pay more attention to my attunement and listen to when I'm hungry, stop eating when I'm full. If I'm hungry, eat. If I have a craving, eat it. And the first couple of days were rough. I ate a lot because my body was like, yes, free for all. But it is balanced out now. I haven't had a binge eating, I don't know what you call it, episode I think it's been like 2 weeks. It's kind of weird, but it's exciting. So definitely stop dieting. And the last tip I have to help you get a solid foundation is to take back your mind. So dieting and thinking about food and thinking about your hunger and thinking about your restricting your cravings, all that takes a lot of energy. What if we put that energy to better use and started thinking about other things? That's what has happened to me. Since I'm not restricting my food, I'm listening to my body. My mind has been more open and to making these videos. It's funny, all of a sudden I have all this extra time that I didn't realize I was using to think about food. It's crazy how much we don't realize about ourselves until we're forced to take a step back. So the big takeaway from this video is just to keep trying, keep failing forward, keep failing every day, try new things. It's okay to fail. That's how we learn. When we were younger, that's how we learned. You know, you do the best you can and keep moving forward, and eventually you get good at it. So keep moving forward. And remember that to undo all the diet mentality, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some work. Rome wasn't built in a day. Just like when you're building a house, you want to have a good solid foundation before you build the rest of the house. So in order to have a good solid foundation with proper eating mentality and to get rid of the diet mentality that is so hard to unravel, make sure you get a good foundation before you go to the next steps. So if you've liked my videos and you want to see more, feel free to subscribe and like and comment my videos. Until next time.